What size is this opening?
So we have a big opening. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Building on 16. I'm Jason, and today we're back out here on this fence and gate project. So our last video we finished up, we were getting these posts put in the ground. I was running into a few problems and I ran out of daylight. So I'm back out here today, and as you can see, I have 2 posts put in the ground. So that's a great start to getting our gates put on today. Last video, we milled our 8x8 cedar post for each side to hold the gates. We got the gates concreted in, and they've been set now for a couple days, so they're nice and firm. And hopefully today I'm gonna get the rest of these loose ends finished, meaning I gotta keep packing and put the rest of the dirt into the holes there. And then hopefully we'll get these gate posts, or get these gate hung. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I have my little handy cultivator here, which makes short work of a little mound of our red clay we have here. I'm gonna loosen that up, get it put back in the hole and pack down. Same thing for over here, where we've got some more clumps and a little bit extra dirt right over here. I'll get that all cleaned up and we'll get that packed down into the holes. Well, like I said, I find that to be a lot easier to loosen up this dirt, especially if it's been sitting or if it's got rained on or anything like that. All right, had to shed that hoodie. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day here and it is getting warm, but got all of our dirt moved around and just roughly graded out. Probably gonna bring in some more gravel and make this wider right here. But I wanted to show you what we have going on here. And we got some blocks and got this up. I've got my gate level. And so right now I'm going through and just marking the spots and double checking. On this top one, I have a little bit of room because I can adjust this bracket here. The bottom one's welded. So I got to make sure that that one's pretty much where I want it. But yeah, got a good little gap, got it up on blocks, and that is level. So we're gonna hang this one first, and then I will hang the second one to match, and hopefully everything looks okay. All right, so we got the hole drilled here. I'm gonna put this hinge pin in, and hopefully it goes in okay. I didn't quite have a big enough drill bit, but I think I can make this work. All right, I'm getting close. We're trying to work on our gaps right here. And as you can see, we had to block that up pretty good. The grade really throws you off on whether or not you think the gate's off or if it's just the grade. So starting to learn that and getting my level. But that's the most important thing is making sure that the gate's going to be level. And it looks like we're going to be really close. We're going to have to probably run the threads out on these right here on this side. But I think it's going to really close in the 2 gates together and it's going to look really good. All right, well, there you have it. We have both sections of the gate hung, and it actually turned out really well. Leveled up really nice, and we only had to drill once. That's the big thing. I did not want to have multiple holes in my beautiful milled 8x8 cedar post here. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. I've got to run right now, but I'm gonna get the rest of the materials together. And the next thing we're gonna do is finish up some trim boards here on my fence. I've got some boards that are gonna cover these seams right here, and we're gonna put those down to cover those gaps right there. I'll get those up, get the rest of the stuff cleaned up around out here, and then we are going to paint this because it's been plenty had plenty of time to dry now, and we'll get this section of fencing painted and get that fence painted and poly those cedar posts, and it's going to look really good. So I'm going to get the rest of the materials, and then we'll be back out here painting this fence. So we are back out here, and we have our stain that we're going to use for the fence here. You want to tell me a little bit about your stain there?
Sure. So I was put on the mission to go buy the stain. We're going to go with a black semi-solid. I was told to buy Valspar, but the Cabot had some more options. So there was semi-transparent in the Valspar, semi-solid in the Cabot. What I didn't pay attention to was oil-based versus water-based. So this is oil-based, and
right. Well, but oil-based is actually going to be better. This claims that it gives us a lifetime guarantee, so we'll see. I was going to use water-based just because it's easier to clean up. I was going to use a little sprayer, and it's a little bit easier to clean that up, but I think this is actually going to be a better product. Obviously, Cabot is a good brand, so I'm going to use some little rollers and some brushes, and I'm going to get this knocked out. Maybe take just a little bit longer, but I think this is going to be a great product, and the fence is going to look awesome. So we're going to get started.
What's got you there, honey?
Well, when you're painting outside here, you get all kinds of things to get you, like these little thorn bushes. All right, so I'm going to get this. There's a lot of detail in there with me putting this trim piece up, so it's going to require a little bit more brushing than I think I'm going to like, but these parts are going to go great. Oh yeah, it's awful thin like you said, so you gotta move quick. All right, well, I'm getting close to being halfway through the fence here. I wanted to give you guys a little update. It's going on pretty good. There's still some spots that are a little bit more see-through than others, but I'll probably have to touch those up. But all in all, I'm very happy with this product. It looks really good. And It's gonna look amazing when we get up to those cedar posts. But I'm gonna keep on rolling. It's taking me a little bit longer with the roller and the paintbrush cutting in all the spots, especially with these trim boards here, where you have to get behind here and here, up in the corners there. And of course, painting black over natural wood, you see the natural wood. So you really got to get that paintbrush in there to really cover it up. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going and hopefully get this knocked out this afternoon. So a little bit more in detail about the black stain we went with. Again, this is the Cabot oil-based stain, and it really did apply nicely. I did put 2 coats on just because, and maybe it's because it's pressure treated wood. It just, some spots kind of took funny. It was real see-through, where some spots really the stain soaked in. But I'm happy with the product. I think it looks really good. It's a really rich color, and as long as it doesn't fade, I will be extremely happy with this. But yeah, Cabot stain, it was what we ended up. Now this is a 16-foot opening here, and these are 2 8-foot panels, gate panels, and so it gives us a nice 16-foot opening. That way, when we have any type of construction trucks or anything coming in, say for instance when we moved our 12 by 24 buildings in, it's got plenty of room. These guys can get through trailers and anything on them and get through here without having to worry about you know, getting too close and scratching my beautiful post here. All right, everyone, well, the entrance is done. Welcome to our place. Between getting the fence put in, to our milled 8x8 cedar posts, to our farm gates that we decided to go with, and getting those sprayed, I think everything turned out wonderfully. And we only have the gate openers to put on here, and as you can see, the wind's wanting to blow these open. But once we get that, and I have everything ordered, it's we're going to go with Ghost Controls gate openers. It's just a residential gate opener, but it's going to be perfect for us. A little bit of landscaping, and this project will be buttoned up, and I'll be happy to move on to the rest of them as we get into the property here. But I'm going to end this video. I appreciate everyone watching this, and I hope you will consider subscribing to our channel, giving us a thumbs up on our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.